Barbara, I'm going to attempt to go through several of Weingart's first year of typography research. That first year was basics. There are two phases to the first year. The first phase was setting a block of type, and you were to try to get it to be as clean a ragged edge as possible. You can see his notes on some of my studies here where there's too much of a curve. Or after we set that, and this was in metal, letterpress, and we would then take it one step further and research even a more refined state. It's like 97% correct, but all of these studies were executed during that first. We did a middle axis, and these sketches, obviously the yellow was clear when we were doing the sketches, but you can see his notations. I mean, they're somewhat comical. Obviously, different shapes came about in these studies, and he would let you know that the appropriateness of that shape was not good. You can see the two kind of shapes that evolved from that. After we did the middle axis, then we went back to the solid setting and investigated paragraph breaks, how to create unique paragraph breaks. If you would like for me to send these to you, I could do that and put them in a folio of some sort. You could even keep them in your archive if you would like. After we exhausted just typographic paragraph breaks, then we went into complementing it with lines so that each paragraph would be broken by this kind of a mark. Would allow us to get a little bit more familiar with typography and how to interact with that basic block of text. The next study is doing the typesetting for a more or less applied project. This would be the book cover here. I had to go through sketching it by cutting up the individual parts and placing them onto the page, and when Weingart would come around, he would then identify those that were in somewhat good order, and you would tape it down. So I have hundreds of sketches in this phase. So these are all possible for me to send to you if you would like for me to send them to you. It is after we take that study and agree upon it, we print it, like I have mentioned, on the press, make 25 prints. Then I have some linear, some interesting corners. But it's an advanced level of the paragraph breaks, and it also is sensitive to the flush left, ragged right considerations. All of these are still, I mean, I had this kind of edge thing that I was experimenting with, but all in black and white. And after that, I felt that I might try something with an atomizer, which is like an airbrush, but it's a manual airbrush. You blow the ink onto the paper. And I think it was when I did this that Weingart then saw that I was ready to go beyond the basics. Very fun kind of studies. All of these, again, are in my archive. I can send them to you if you would like to keep them in the museum. I would be more than happy to have you hold them and preserve them for me. But you could see some of the crazy things. However, the process to get here was through the idea of making these kind of sketches and taking it to the press, printing them, doing some line studies, and then doing color sketches. But it all feels very powerful if you see these rough sketches. Now, how you're going to edit them down, I'm sure that you could figure out, a set and just have it in the different steps, maybe 3 steps, or maybe it could be more professionally recorded video, and I'd be more than happy to try to pull that together for you. Okay, I think that's it. Talk to you later. Bye.